What I would suggest is I want to give you Arizona's direct number for their state headquarters, and I would call and ask to speak with one of their quartermaster or their commander and verify with them that.
Hello, veterans. Are you aware that there is an upcoming Veterans of Foreign Wars, VFW, membership drive scheduled for May 16th, 2026 in Golden Valley, Arizona, which is being promoted as a joint event hosted by American Legion Post 22 and VFW Post 2190. Concerns have been raised about individuals in Mohave County who may be exploiting veterans, including Arizona State Delegate Leslie Tyler, who claims she is a 501c3 and that she helps veterans. Tyler reportedly claims to hold a lifetime membership in VFW Post 2555 in Golden Valley, despite the fact that she has never served in the military.
Good morning. My name is Donna Arnold Post. We look forward to continuing to work with you on future Veterans Park event in Golden Valley.
It has been further alleged that an unknown third party may have improperly obtained this membership for Tyler, even though one of the stated requirements for VFW membership is documented qualifying combat or foreign service. These matters warrant clarification, and if necessary, formal investigation to ensure that no fraudulent conduct has occurred in connection with any VFW membership. Additional concerns involve Ms. Tyler's history of civil litigation and unethical conduct, including accusations that she has been involved in fraudulent financial dealings. She has used her Facebook account to harass and intimidate voters, citizens, business owners, etc. Specific cases that have been cited include a dispute involving Colleen Hart, in which Ms. Tyler was reportedly ordered by a court to repay approximately $11,000 related to rental income from a property she did not own, and a matter involving Rosie Larson, owner of Rosie's Den Cafe in White Hills, Arizona, in which, according to court records, Ms. Tyler forged Ms. Larson's signature on quick deed documents to obtain Mrs. Larson's property.
Arizona tonight, where family members and a lot of travelers are mourning the death of Rosie Larson. She's the Rosie behind Rosie's Den, the roadside stop that's just across the state line. Her family held a celebration in March in her honor. A lot of locals also make the drive to Rosie's Den to buy lottery tickets when the jackpot gets big. No word on a cause of death, but we do know that she'd been battling cancer. Rosie Larson was 89. Oh.
Tyler's denies these allegations by claiming that since she is not in jail, the allegations must be false. However, Ms. Larson gave Tyler 3 days to reverse the fraud, or criminal charges would be filed. It has also been noted that Mohave County Assessor Jeannie Kench previously appointed Ms. Tyler as a state delegate, and on Senator Hildy Angus's Facebook account, that Ms. Kench has characterized Ms. Tyler as having a, quote, clean record, unquote, despite all the civil cases and disputes referenced above. Now, the following is a very serious matter. On a Facebook thread on Senator Hildy Angus's Facebook page, Jeannie Kench, the county assessor, was talking to businessman Ed McElnerney and said, quote, Ed, Joanne Issel is the scammer. She is one of the 5 you were talking about. She works for those that are trying to divide our party and our county. Her group has tried to hurt some wonderful elected and the Republican Party. Keep her in your sights as a disruptor, unquote. We are talking about the county assessor instructing another citizen of Mohave County to, quote, keep her in your sights as a disruptor, unquote. Folks, the county assessor is supposed to be protecting homeowners, but instead, she's getting paid by taxpayers' dollars to instruct citizens to monitor the people in the county and posting misinformation on Senator Hildy Angus's page, accusing, attacking, and harassing a homeowner. And on the flip side of that, she is in business with Leslie Tyler, a very well-known scammer, a person who has swindled many people in the county out of their homes, forging people's signatures. There is something seriously wrong with this picture. Further allegations involve voter intimidation and online harassment. Ms. Tyler claims that the GOP Legislative District 1 manager, Jeff Ryder, initiated an improper background investigation on homeowner Joanne Issel in Golden Valley, and claims Ms. Issel is a, quote, criminal, unquote. County Assessor Jean Kench is spreading it all around the internet. Ms. Tyler has also threatened Ms. Issel, saying she was going to, quote, take her house, unquote. Ms. Tyler engages in constant and repeated online harassment directed at multiple individuals. Such conduct may reasonably be characterized as cyberbullying and raises serious questions about the judgment and fitness of a person serving as a state delegate and representing political or civic organizations, such as the VFW. Because of these concerns, some organizers associated with the upcoming event, including representatives of the American Legion, have reportedly taken steps to exclude Ms. Tyler from involvement in event planning and insurance arrangements. Ms. Tyler previously submitted an insurance quote for an event that did not accurately reflect the nature or scope of the activity it was intended to cover. This was reported by American Legion Commander Alan Dorn. However, questions remain as to the extent of Ms. Tyler's ongoing relationship with VFW Post 2555 and any role she may still play in events or fundraising activities connected to veterans organizations in Mohave County. Veterans who attend this or any similar membership drive are strongly encouraged to safeguard their personal information. When presenting a DD-214 or comparable separation document, veterans should redact their Social Security number and any other sensitive personal identifiers that are not required to verify eligibility. Before you hand over your personal information, black out your personal info. Veterans should not leave original DD-214 documents in the custody of any organization or anyone, and no organization has a right to keep those original records. Veterans in Mohave County and nationwide are urged to remain vigilant, to protect their personal information, and to report any suspicious or potentially fraudulent conduct connected with veterans organizations, political activities, or fundraising events to the appropriate authorities. Veterans, protect yourselves and be safe.
We recently had a request from an organization with VFW who donated money after raising it for the Veterans Park out in Golden Valley. The money that they have raised is going to the Veterans Park. And I think it's their wish at some point that they get a splash pad. That's what it was. I was trying to think of, the little water sprinkles.
Regarding the membership drive, should the veterans black out their Social Security numbers on their DD-214 documents?
A splash pad.
Okay, first off, any veteran that is signing up for the Veterans of Foreign Wars is required to provide proof of eligibility. Normally, that proof of eligibility is his DD-214. Sometimes it can be a document from the branch of service with a letter and that kind of stuff. But either way, the challenge for eligibility is always going to be there. Most of the time it's copy 4, because copy 4 is where it has his eligibility based on his type of discharge. And so what he can do at that time is black out his Social Security number. Black out his Social Security number. Black out his Social Security number. You don't need his Social Security number. The applications, a lot of times, some of the older applications required a Social Security number when they filled out the application. But even if it's an old application and it says Social Security number, just leave it blank. We don't want it. But like I said, it needs to have somewhere in the verbiage that it is a honorable discharge.
Any VFW person that tells you they have to leave their Social Security number intact, tell them to call me. My name is Hope Blood, and anybody that's in any kind of leadership position in any post in Arizona should know my name. I'm the state quartermaster. Social Security number is not required for application. If he has any of his pay records, that would qualify him too. Well, if they have like a certificate showing the medal was awarded with their name on it, if they have a Purple Heart, they're eligible without even. He doesn't have to use the DD-214. He can show any documentation that shows that he allows entry into the VFW. Now, the American Legion, they basically just had to be active duty during a conflict, which is like any time during their lifetime at this point. But they do not have to release or relinquish their DD-214. They just have to show it.
Regarding the membership drive, should the veterans black out their Social Security numbers on their DD-214 documents?
Black out his Social Security number.